Hello, race fans. Welcome to Talladega Superspeedway. We are live for the Talladega 200, Alabama 200, whatever you want to call it, live from the Hooters Pro Cup Series. Today, we're hoping to have a good, clean race, and we have an interesting field of drivers here. Drivers who are hoping to put their name into the points, which a few have been unable to do. Especially pole sitter Trent Monroe in the number 20, who's had a struggling season all year despite being on the Toyota Racing Development team. I'm going to be watching the 20. I'm also going to be watching the 21 of Noah Firth, and I'm also especially going to be watching the 18 of Dan Asher as he tries to get his way.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and easy, long day. It's going to be a lot of adjustments. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. This is a real race here. We're going to have a blast tonight. I can't wait to get out there and get going.
Command has been given, and they are heading into turn 3 and 4 as we get ready to start this crown jewel event of the Hooters Pro Cup Series. Wyatt, who are you watching today?
I think I'm going to watch Ryan Lindala. He's starting towards the front, but he's not the leader, so I think he can hopefully avoid the wrecks that are going to happen mid-pack and bring that National Guard Chevy to victory lane.
Now we're also joined today by Stratus in the booth. Stratus, do you have a driver that you're pulling for?
I'm going to be watching Joshua Bruno today. He's a championship contender, and he's driving for Everett Hernandez Motorsports. Very big team, very good team. I expect them to be up front today.
Well, the wait is over. Heading through the tri-oval now. We are green flag racing at Talladega.
Movement in the back of the pack, but we're green. That was a good start from Monroe. Is he going to get the whole shot into turn 1? He will.
Clearing the 21. He's loving what he sees in his mirror. A car length off the 19, but the 19's pulling up. He'll have Asher helping him. He'll have the 5 jumping down to help him as well.
Yep, the 19 car, Colton Daniels. That's another Everett Motorsports car. They've got 4 in the field today.
I think they might even have 5. Let me see.
They might.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 6. Goodness Lord.
Oh, my word.
What a factory team.
Yeah.
A powerhouse team. So Ryan Lindala there, I saw him jump to the high side, and it really didn't matter because they went single file anyway. A driver who made up some pretty good positions on that start was Jacob Davison there in the 98 Hamburger Helper machine. He's had a rough year all year, but he's hoping to turn it around here today.
That's another Everett Motorsports car.
It is.
It's interesting to see, because it's still early. These cars aren't up to temperature yet. People are making moves. There's a possibility something bad could happen, but you don't want it to happen this early in the race.
Here comes Asher to the bottom. He'll have help from the AutoZone 21 machine of Noah Firth. I'm paying attention to these two drivers because they're both in positions where if they win, they're in championship contention. But if they don't, it's going to be close. Asher gets stuck down the middle. Here comes Noah Firth to the bottom, but Asher does not give him quite the amount of room he needs.
Very wide for the lead onto the back straightaway. Monroe's going to block. Be slotting to the middle. He's too far out front now to really make that move, but now he's going to go all the way down to the bottom, and he's going to be in the line with Noah Firth on the very bottom of the track. It's a good feeling when you're out front and far away from everybody, so you can kind of control the runs that everyone's getting.
Monroe with control of the race as they are all battling. We got 4 wide behind them.
Gotta love pack racing when it doesn't end up in the fence with a torn up race car.
Yeah, that's when pack racing stops becoming fun.
Pretty much.
You know, I always hear team owners up and down the pit lane say it's like getting teeth pulled racing here.
I'm very surprised by how I guess I should say mature these guys have been. This is the biggest race in the Hooters Pro Cup calendar. 90% of the, well, not 90, but, you know, most of the tracks are short tracks. You know, we have a race, we had a race earlier this year at Kansas and Nashville, and we'll have a race at Gateway and Darlington. But those are the biggest tracks other than this. This is the only track on the Hooters Pro Cup schedule they get to hold it wide open. And yet there's been no incidents. There haven't even really been any close calls. They've been very mature. They're just maintaining their race cars, and I'm pretty proud of these guys for that, for being a lower division.
They're doing a great job.
Well, Ryan, you got to remember, this is only early into the Talladega race.
That is true.
And when we get into the closing laps, we'll see people getting way more aggressive, cars shuffling everywhere, changing lanes, and that's when a big one could happen.
Take a look at Pat Sherman in the unsponsored number 04 Chevrolet Impala, running up across the line. I believe he will be scored in 5th this lap. What a great run from Pat Sherman.
He doesn't have a sponsor now, but the way he's driving, he might end up with a sponsor.
Amen to that. Very impressive. And it shows, you know, pack racing does give a lot of drivers a chance. You know, people like Pat, unless, you know, other than this track, they might not ever see the front of the field. And it's not their fault. Not everybody can afford, you know, National Guard or Mopar as their sponsor, like the 5 and 91 around them. A lot of guys just have to enter a car they bought from Craigslist and, you know, hope for the best.
Yeah, it's a shoestring budget.
Very much so.
Independent is Pat Sherman.
And there is a few unsponsored guys. I saw, I don't know where he went.
Stella Ramirez.
Yeah.
Very pretty car that
Brent
is.
White in the 3 as well. I saw him. He was peeking up front. And he has settled back a little bit in that Charger. But it looks like we have a main pack here. If we fade back, you know, we have a few others. Gotta love the one-off entry here of Kerry Ward in the unsponsored 2007 Honda Civic. The only Honda, as far as I'm aware, that is in stock car racing.
Well then. Brings back the days of Buddy Arrington in the 80s when he ran Chryslers. He's the only Chrysler runner.
And it's not a factory effort.
Obviously not.
Obviously, there's no sponsors on the car, but here he is. He bought the engine from Honda, so...
Looks like it's keeping up with all the stock cars, so... More power to him.
Yeah.
I got a soft spot for the weird and wonderful.
But...
So
If I could tell a little bit of a story here with this specific car, the number 2, the driver here, Kerry Ward, bought this car as a Chevy Impala. However, he was able to source, in a brief moment in the early 2000s, a few companies released options for early ASCRC and USAC racing, where they allowed Honda Civics. I believe there was a BMW option. I think there was an Oldsmobile option for these engines for these Gen 4 cars. Brent was able to secure a Honda V8 engine from those days, and that is what is inside of that car right now. So, this whole thing here isn't really meant to be competitive. It's more of an experiment to see how much speed he can get out of a Civic. And he's doing pretty good. He's only going to get faster the more he learns.
It's the fastest Civic I've ever seen. So.
Yes, that's true.
Whoa, 13. Andy Wycoka's going to go way low.
The only Australian in the field, sponsored by an appropriate brand.
Too.
Let's go back to the lead pack here.
They've really
have they split apart? They have. They have split apart.
Very much so.
Very much so.
And
your
the
pick,
91 Joshua Bruno up front, making me look very smart.
Very much indeed. Here comes the 8 at the bottom. Does anybody help him? No.
Well, something interesting I've noticed reading throughout the season. Joshua Bruno and Dalton Gainey are the only two drivers that have won more than one race this season.
Correct.
So it's not too shocking to see them up front here today.
Not at all. It says a lot for Bruno and Gainey, who are first and third, that you win these short tracks. You know, you can have doubters say, "Oh, whatever, you're a short track star or whatever." Well, here they are. They're about to be running 1 and 2. So clearly, they are the favorites no matter where we go.
You should get these guys on a road course.
I would love to see that.
Hopefully next year we can get a road course on the schedule.
Hopefully. Blasting across the start-finish line is Gainey going to go for the lead, and he looks for it for but a moment. And it looks like we have a top 4 of favorites here. I picked the 20 and 21. I know you picked the 91. I guess Dalton Gainey would be the wild card. Here comes the 20. He wants that position back. The TRD God of War machine. That's got to be invigorating to say, I drive the God of War car.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sponsor. Pretty good looking car too.
Indeed.
Yeah, the GameStop cars, they usually switch their video game with all the new releases, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Not this one. That is, that is indeed Mr. Monroe's favorite video game. That's why it's on the hood.
Is that the only Toyota in the field?
I don't think so. I think there's another one. But it might be.
I just don't know what the other Toyotas would be because of the 18's a Chevy.
The 99.
Oh, 99, yeah.
I think he's with TRD. That is,
yeah, he is.
Dave Sermos.
Look at these guys. 4 wide.
And they're not even in the lead pack.
No.
I think if these guys want to catch up to the lead pack, they need to get sorted out and just...
Yeah, this is only holding them up.
And the 4 did get a very good corner exit there. That beautiful Oreo Ritz Chevy Impala of Adam LaCroix with Michael Carroll Racing. And there's that unsponsored number 3. And speaking of unsponsored, we completely overlooked that the 61 of Daniel Brown is in this group. He is indeed. He's running 6th. Well done, Daniel.
Another team that doesn't really have a lot of funding, trying to make a big showing today.
It's got to be embarrassing here for Sam Davis, who has a sponsor. He's running 34th off the pace.
There might be a problem with that car, I
There
would
might
imagine.
be. He was running pretty good at, I want to say he was running pretty good at Chicago this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there must be an issue with it. Either that or he just didn't have the right engine he needed. But that's going to slow up the field, and that's going to give Bruno a hell of a lead, but that is not going to last. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah,
the last thing you want to have here is a big lead.
Indeed.
Because you're going to get swallowed up real quick. Here they are. Here they come.
Everybody had trouble
Gainey.
getting around the lapped car. See, are they going to all move to the outside and just leave him stuck on the bottom all by himself?
That's what Gainey's looking to do.
Gainey's going up high, but I don't think...
Monroe, though. And that's probably going to kill both of their momentum.
Monroe didn't want to follow him.
Nope.
Monroe wants to go for the lead.
What a Chevy phobe.
Here he goes. He's going low.
He tried.
Bruno's going to hold him off. The 21 of Noah Firth is going to go with him.
Just from that alone, I think... sorry, Wyatt. Just from that alone, I think Bruno might deserve an ASCRC or USAC ride. Because that was a great drive.
Well.
Yeah, somehow Bruno maintains the lead.
Great job there. unbelievable. I thought he was going to get absolutely blown past.
I think they would have if Monroe just would have stayed behind Gainey.
Yeah, if they were all together, they would have left him in the dust, but Monroe wanted to go for it, and it honestly helped Monroe a little bit not doing that, because now he's second right behind the 91.
Yeah. I think, honestly, if I were Monroe there, I would have stayed behind the 8, and as soon as I got by the 91, dropped low to pass him. Well, here
you
comes Gainey.
You could have done that, too. Well, I think Dalton Gainey is listening to you, because he was trying to do that.
He was thinking about it.
Yeah. He thought better of it, though.
Here he goes.
Yeah, here comes the 20. Trent Monroe up top, but Dalton Gainey's going to get by him. He has gotten by him.
Can Firth hold off the 20? Another lap car ahead, the Celsius 17. That is Tyler Perry. And
91's
looks
going
like
way low.
Bruno is going to the pits. A little early. Is he having
Nobody
is he
pit
having
with him.
Is he having an issue?
Yeah. He might have a problem, yeah.
I hope not. He was
You
running
have a
very
chat
good
box?
to be having an issue. Back onto the track. Okay, here he goes.
Yeah, he's going into the pits. There might be an issue with that car.
That would be devastating for his championship. I bet Everett's sick to their stomach right now.
Yeah. They're going to be out of the draft, probably go laps down.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nothing on the radio. I haven't heard anything just yet. Here he goes.
Here they go.
Okay, it looks like it's just going to be a regular pit stop. So,
Yeah.
interesting strategy from the 91. We can all breathe a sigh of relief.
What I think they might be doing is they're trying to get out of the draft just in case of a big accident.
Right.
But that also comes with its own set of problems, because if you are out there alone, you're going to get blown by. He's already losing a lap here.
Or maybe the 91 wants to get in that bigger pack, because look where he's coming out right now.
Yeah.
He might be coming out
He
where
might
that
be able
bigger
to do
pack
that.
is, and without the 91, I think this front group's going to fall apart. Maybe this is a smart call from Everett. We'll
This
have
could
to
be.
see. Yeah, it looks like he'll come out right ahead of them. Yeah, look at that. He'll be with his teammate there with the 19, so maybe this is an Everett call. Colton Daniels will be the next car.
It might be smart.
Asher to the bottom of the 19, but that's not the battle for the lead. This is the battle for the lead. Just two
It's
cars.
the number 8 of Dalton Gainey up front with the 21, Noah Firth.
And Monroe is a few cars back. Can't really do much. Oh, we have a yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow's
okay.
out.
For what, I wonder?
Well, he should get lucky dog.
I would
Yeah,
assume.
that throws a wrench in everything. Let's see if I can figure
What's
out
the
when
reason
this
for
yellow
the
came
yellow?
out.
I think the best way to do it is go to the pace car. Like,
That's a good
focus
idea.
on the pace car, and then when the yellow comes out, like when he goes,
Yeah, so right here.
It's about right.
and then just scroll around and see what the yellow's
There.
for. Yeah.
Whatever it was, it must have been minor.
Oh!
Oh dear.
No, that doesn't look
Probably
minor.
not.
Doesn't look
yeah,
minor.
That might have been big.
So
Oh.
Jacob Davison here in the 98 gets turned by the
Oh.
33, gets turned into the 12.
I don't think
Gets hit
anyone's
again,
got
but the
too bad a damage
33
here, though.
The 10. Goodness gracious!
Oh.
That was close. I hope Everett gives Liam Reeves a raise for that, because that was amazing avoidance. So unless
I think not only that, Liam Reeves might need a new pair of underwear.
right. So it looks like the
Oh,
only
right.
cars with real damage are Tim Wells and Jacob Davison.
Yeah.
So
Ramirez did a good job not getting damaged in that.
pit stops. Let's see where the leaders come out.
He's been quite impressive today, I think.
So of
Yeah,
course,
then
there's Bruno.
91 stays out. Gonna get the wave
Another one
around.
that's been impressive is the number 20 here.
And the first car out. Look at that.
Oh my word.
42, Brian Masters.
Brian Masters.
And look who's behind him. It's Brendan Gaughan.
Oh my.
That's a name you haven't heard in a while, huh?
No. So this is what he's doing nowadays.
Yep, there's Dalton Gainey. And there's Firth. So 2 wild cards absolutely drove to the front thanks to pit stops. So that's going to be very interesting for the finish of this race. I don't know what the pace of these guys looked like. I didn't really see any of them in the lead pack. So I'm going to assume not great, but I don't know. I could be misremembering. But I'm certainly surprised by that 42. Hats off to that pit crew. Even if he doesn't do great today, hats off to Brian Masters' pit crew. That was the best pit stop I've seen in a while. The quickest, I guess I should say. It's almost like they were pitting a next gen and everybody else was pitting a Gen 4.
Oh, alright. The Macau GT World Cup is about to start. That's interesting. I'm gonna be real. I only really care about the Formula Regional race.
Oh, let's fast forward a little bit.
It's usually the important one.
Oh, looks like they're getting staged here. Alright.
91.
91's got to drop back, so it's kind of holding
Yeah.
everybody up. But I'm going to assume they're going to get by him here soon.
I would
Hopefully.
assume. I don't think there's gonna be any foolishness.
You'd be surprised.
It's gonna help the second pack have a chance at this because the front two are so far out in front. Yep, they're doubling up now.
Oh dear. Where's everybody else?
Yeah.
I think there
This
might be
might-
some miscommunications on the radio. Okay, here they are. They're catching.
Yeah,
they're
they're
catching.
coming.
They'll get there. So
It's looking kind of messy, but I think they'll be okay.
I'm gonna assume the 42 and 62 had to drop back for maybe being a lap
Yeah.
down. I don't know. But Dalton Gainey, Noah Firth, Colton
Well, we've got
Daniels.
9 cars there. That's good enough.
Colton
10,
Daniels.
11, 12.
Asher. The 61
Here we
of
go.
Daniel Brown. We're back green.
Back racing once again.
Good start for Firth.
Really good start for Firth.
Yeah, looks like the
Left
field
at
did a
number
pretty
8
good
in the
job.
bus. Again, he's getting the momentum back.
Indeed, he is.
Daniels is looking to lock up with the back of the 8 as well as they go onto the back straightaway.
Is anybody going to try to... I haven't seen anybody really jump down to the bottom as much as I thought they would. I'd expect the 9 to go help his teammate. He is so adamant on not dropping to the bottom. I don't know what he's doing.
Doesn't want to do it.
Guess not. Here he goes.
Here he goes.
There he goes. Just as soon as the 19 drops to the
Yeah.
top. Well, I guess he can help him here. So, there we go. There's the
Bit of
Everett...
miscommunication, I would assume.
Right. There's the Everett teammanship, I know. So, I think this might be the highest finish. If they were to finish right here, this would be the highest finish for James Holliday in the 9 car.
Good for him.
Very good.
Here
Daniels
goes the
drops to the
19,
bottom.
Way low.
Here comes Monroe
He's
to
got a
help
run.
him.
He's got a big run.
Huge. Can he get to the 21? Nope.
Not going to be enough just yet.
Not yet. Take a look at Nathan Pierre in the 02.
Doing a good job out there.
Very good job. And there's the 3. I talked about him earlier.
Whoa!
That was
Oh man,
close.
I thought the 20 had a big wiggle going on, but he holds on. Good, because that 20 car is an absolute rocket ship today.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely one of the fastest cars here today.
Got James Holliday working the top, but he's a couple lanes back.
Yeah, I don't think it's working. Here goes
Monroe's
Firth.
gonna go low, as does Firth. Oh, they did that smart.
Very smart, and that's gonna basically accordion the 8 back into,
Yeah.
and that causes dismay. The high side just absolutely destroying itself, but so is the low side because Monroe tried to get to the bottom of first there. Whew, it's getting antsy.
This is when the intensity starts to pick up. People might make stupid moves. It might get a little interesting.
Right.
Nathan Pierce is looking fast in the bottom line. Saw him almost make a move.
Yeah, Pierre has been pretty good showing at the end of this race. The 4 drops to the bottom. Nobody's going to help him yet. I assume the 5. Yeah, there he goes. He'll drop to the bottom there. So things are ramping up. Monroe will take the lead. This time by, guys. 10 laps to go.
Is it starting to feel like 10 laps to go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Close
That
call
could
there.
have been huge.
late block
lucky
from
they got
Monroe.
it.
They
Yeah.
are very lucky. Here comes the 4.
Monroe, very aggressive.
Here comes that Oreo Ritz.
Adam LaCroix,
4.
first time he leads today, and it is in interesting fashion, interesting racing. He'll lead. Ryan Landala behind him with the Serpent Racing Group, up-and-coming team. Obviously, he's teammates with the 8. But here he goes.
It's the 1, 5, and 8.
Is it the 1 as well?
And the 81.
Yes, M. Davis in the 1.
The 81. Pat Sherman jumped to the middle there. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
But that'll leave Brent White with the bottom. And it looks like we'll have a lap car to chase down. Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Not just any lap car. The lap car whose
Joshua
race
Bruno.
was ruined by a caution.
There might be a problem with that car. He's really not up to speed.
Yeah. I think there was a miscommunication when they told him to drop to the back of the
Yeah.
field. And because you saw how there was like a problem where guys were like, do we go around him or not?
Yep.
By the time I think he
Yeah,
got the
it was-
car spun up, it was already too late to be part of the main group. So I'm going to assume that the 91's just going to be part of this main group right here.
Yeah.
Huge changes in the field as they come through the tri-oval. While Monroe will take the lead, I believe, from the 4. Colton Daniels is there in the 8. Here comes the 3. Lap car ahead of them.
Where's the
Antics,
91 going to go?
antics
Yeah.
are about to ensue.
Yeah, this might get interesting.
So Monroe
If I'm
will-
Joshua Bruno, I'd stay there for now, but now I can move because there's more
I don't think
space.
Bruno is very happy with these guys right now. His race was absolutely ruined, so he's not going to play nice right now. Even though he's out of it pretty much, he's not going to be super
He
friendly.
can help his teammates, though.
He sure can.
That's what he's gonna do.
I think maybe he's trying to help Daniels by giving him some draft.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So I think he's hoping
Here's
Daniels
Brian Masters. You know, if Joshua Bruno goes up to ASCRC, with how it's going today, we could see Brian Masters in the 91.
Yeah.
This is a big stage. This could make someone's career today.
Right.
Biggest race of the Hooters Pro Cup Series.
Yep, teams are watching this.
Oh, yeah. Teams in all motorsport. ASC.
Oh, yeah.
We saw, I can't remember who. Tim Kimmel's team, I forget the name. Tim Kimmel's team had scouts out here taking a look at, who they want to refer possibly to maybe rival teams to. Hey, you might want to keep an eye on this guy. He's looking pretty strong. So Colton Daniels, it looks like that effort that I believe was occurring has pulled off because Colton Daniels now pulls up to second and he is running down Monroe.
Yeah, I'm starting to not envy where Trent Monroe is, because now he's going to have to worry about the 19 and probably the rest of the pack. Here's the 42. Oh, it's the 02. Excuse me.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I thought it was a 42.
That's another driver I think a lot of people are going to be looking at is Nathan Pierre.
Nathan
He's
Pierre.
really shown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since that caution,
Yeah.
Nathan Pierre's been up here battling for the lead this whole time.
Yeah, he was nowhere to be found at the start, but after that yellow, he's definitely benefited.
So Bruno's gonna have to be careful here, because he has been giving a warning from Hooters, the Hooters Pro Cup officials, to not interfere with the end of this race.
Yeah.
So that was just given a few seconds ago. So if he continues to block, continues to just get in the way, he might get black flagged or disqualified. And it's certainly not helping his case right now.
I think he's trying to find a way to work with the 19.
Right, but it's...
But honestly, I think he's going to fall back.
Yeah. Drops down and blocks the 18's run.
Car's much better in the draft, though.
Yeah. Just looks like things have calmed down all of a sudden.
We've got 4 laps to go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say calm down yet.
I wouldn't say calm down, but I certainly don't see the big moves I have, and I think the 91 is partially to blame for that.
Yeah.
He's kind of preventing anybody from catching Monroe right now.
Well, now he's pushing the 20.
Yeah. So they're going to call the 91 into the pits this time.
So what do they do? Parking it?
Just a pass and go.
Okay.
So here comes... oh, that's not going to help. Here comes Asher to the line that the 91 needs to go to.
Yeah.
To peel out of the way.
That's going to make things kind of hard.
Yeah. I think these guys have realized that the 91 is getting black flagged because they are absolutely going nuts for position. And that's not...
Yeah, the 91's going to have to stay out another lap.
Yeah, because of that. You see everybody jump into the high side all of a sudden because they know what's going on. Uh-oh, and there's a lap car too.
Oh, boy.
It's the Aussie.
It's a 13 car.
Unluckiest number in motorsport.
Yeah, well, it's ringing true today.
Certainly. Oh boy. All right. Well, this is it. It looks like Monroe might have this one. Bruno's gonna peel off.
Quite a bit. Oh boy.
But
we were talking about.
But.
Yeah.
Nathan Pierre might have a huge run.
He might.
Down.
They are on the radio telling Pierre to go, go, go. This could be insane.
What do you think they're saying on the 20 radio?
Probably block, block, block. Here they come off a 2.
Down the back straightaway.
He's looking. He's going to have help from the 4. Now the 8. Can he get there? He's to his corner panel. Here he goes.
Oh boy, this could get interesting.
Here he goes.
Down to the bottom. Nathan Pierre.
Here comes the 8 of Gainey as well.
Gainey's there as well. He jumps to the bottom. Furt there as well. Furt's going to make it 3 wide. Here they come through this tri-oval.
Oh, it's going to be close.
And Dalton Gainey's going to crush his dreams and win by a splitter. My goodness. What a comeback from the 8.
What a finish.
0.03 of a second at the line.
Wild.
That is heartbreaking for the 0-2. I thought the 0-2 had that 1. But no, it just wasn't meant to be, I suppose.
I thought the 20 had it 1 until turn 3.
Yeah. Let's watch that last lap one more time.
Goes to show you.
Look at the 8. He's right here in 4th. By all means, he should be out of this race. Out of contention for it, I mean. But the 0-2 just gets a run. And to their credit, the 4 and the 4 obviously helping the 8 with it, they just get a disastrous run for these guys. They pull right up to the back. I think had the 4 defended the low side, he'd be the winner today.
Yeah.
And I thought the 02 had it won. The 8 drops to the bottom. That's one of the smartest decisions he's ever made because it pulled off. First, with a last attempt at it.
And I think if Nathan Pierre, if he ran lower, tried to side draft the 8, he might have been able to hold him off.
Look at that.
There it is.
Wow.
Less than half a car length.
Obviously the closest finish in Hooters Pro Cup Series history. Let's ride on board the 8 these last few corners.
Right. I am going to go and watch Macau. So it's been fun.
And we will
try to get on for another one at some point.
Alright, thank you for joining us. We'll ride alongside the 8 real quick before we finish. And through the tri-oval. What a way to win it. Well, thank you all for watching the Alabama 200 here at Talladega. Have a great day.